Gautam Buddha has rightly said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. And it's really important that during your examination, that duration should be a duration where you are 100% confident about yourself. So whatever you have done, whatever you have prepared throughout the year is the time what you would be doing in the examination hall. Now, over the last years, we have seen that the cutoff trends are usually around 88% or something in the last years. That's less than 100 marks of the 200 marks. Now, what is really important to understand, the cutoff is less than 50%, but yet still students are facing difficulty qualifying their prelims examination. So what could be a right strategy during your examination? So what we would focus on is a 3-round approach. Now what is this 3-round approach? Under the 3-round approach, the first round would be the round where you would be attempting the questions in which you are 100% confident. Now there would be numerous content that would be stating that what is the accuracy, how much accuracy should be there with all those questions, but that is immaterial because every individual has prepared independently. The knowledge and the depth of subject expertise that you have in a particular domain would be different from others, and that's what UPSC prelims checks, because there is so much diversity across subjects and the depth in each of the subject is definitely significant. So expertise in every domain is obviously difficult, but what you have to understand is your strengths and attempt all those questions in which you are 100% confident in the first round. So this is one of the techniques that we are discussing. There is another technique that we would discuss in a while. So this is the first technique. So attempt all the questions in which you are 100% confident. Then you can put a small mark or something for the questions in which you are doubtful, dubious about. In those questions, do revisit those questions and try to attempt those questions. And in the third round, there would be few questions that would remain. Now these few questions are the questions that might lead you to a negative marking. So ensure that you are not attempting each and every question. You are not just doing a random guess. Even if you are doing elimination, you are not doing elimination using some of the techniques that have been told to you or taught to you, but it should be always an intelligent guess. Only in that case attempt a question, because if that is not the case, you would end up with a negative mark in that question, right? Another method, so this is one of the methods that you can apply. There is another method that you can apply, which is the sequence of your expertise. So let's say I like geography, so possibly I would attempt the questions that belong to geography first, then I would move to economics, polity, history, and so on. So this sequence would vary for each individual. Again, some would prefer science and technology in the first go, others would prefer political science in the first go because that's their domain subject. So subject-wise allocation could be another idea through which you can attempt the questions, or you can attempt the questions based on your confidence on the question, right? So that is one way. The another way is subject-wise. The next thing is elimination. As I said, don't do blind guesses. Blind eliminations would lead you nowhere. It's important to have intelligent guess and attempt only in the questions in which you are confident about, because otherwise negative marking would reduce your percentage significantly. Now, as I said, of the 200 marks, that is 100 questions that you have to attempt, only paper 1 is counted. So paper 2 is just qualifying. So we are just bothered about GS paper 1 right now. Now under the GS paper 1, as we said, of the 100 questions, 2 marks each, so 200 questions. Now of this, the cutoffs usually are less than 100. That means less than 50% of the questions. If you are 100% confident and attempting them correctly, then you can qualify if you are sure that there is no negative marks being lost. But if you are on the edge of certain negative marks being lost, then definitely your attempt has to be higher than that. But believe in the fact that future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of dreams. So make sure you are not creating a panic at the last moment. You are 100% confident. There should not be hassles in the last minute. So be confident, stay calm, be positive, and attempt well. Wish you good luck. And of course, as your paper completes, we'll be starting a sequence of solutions for GS paper 1 as well as CSET paper 2 on the same day. So stay tuned for more updates from our side and the paper solutions. Of course, for the mains, as the prelims is over, we'll start with the sequence of answer writing. So stay tuned. Good luck.